How to lose 12 pounds of fat in a week, science and strategies. How to lose 12 pounds of fat in a week by doing things right. Losing weight, especially fat, is a common goal for many people. But how much fat can you realistically lose in a week? And what's the best way to do it? In this video, I'll explain how you can lose up to 12 pounds of fat in a week by doing things right. Let's dive into the science and strategies behind fat loss. First, let's talk about the basics of fat loss. To lose fat, you need to create a caloric deficit, which means burning more calories than you consume. 1 pound of fat is roughly equivalent to 3,500 calories. So to lose 1 pound of fat, you need to create a deficit of 3,500 calories. However, fat loss isn't just about calories in versus calories out. The composition of fat plays a role too. Fat is stored in adipocytes, which are fat cells. These cells aren't just pure fat, they also contain water and other substances. This is why in practice you need a deficit of about 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound of fat, not the 4,500 calories you might expect if you were just considering the caloric content of fat alone. If your goal is to lose 1 pound of fat per week, you'll need to create a daily caloric deficit of around 500 calories. For example, if your maintenance calories, the number of calories you need to maintain your current weight, are 2,000 calories per day, you should aim to consume around 1,500 calories daily. This will create the necessary deficit to lose 1 pound of fat over the course of a week. It's important to note that these numbers are approximations. Your actual caloric needs may vary based on factors like your age, gender, activity level, and metabolism. The key is to monitor your progress and make adjustments as needed. I recommend weighing yourself daily and taking a weekly average to account for daily fluctuations in weight. These fluctuations can be due to changes in hydration levels, glycogen stores, or even the amount of food in your stomach. By focusing on the weekly average, you'll get a more accurate picture of your progress. One of the most important factors in fat loss is protein intake. Protein is essential for preserving muscle mass while you're in a caloric deficit. Aim to consume at least 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight per day. For example, if you weigh 70 kilograms, 154 pounds, you should aim for around 105 grams of protein daily. Protein also helps you feel fuller for longer, which can make it easier to stick to your caloric deficit. Keep in mind that when we talk about protein, we're referring to the macronutrient, not the food itself. For example, 100 grams of chicken or fish contains about 25 grams of protein. So, you'll need to plan your meals carefully to meet your protein goals. Losing fat without losing muscle is a common goal, and strength training is key to achieving it. You should aim to do strength training at least 3 times per week. This can include body weight exercises, resistance bands, free weights, kettlebells, or machines. The important thing is to challenge your muscles and maintain or even build muscle mass while you're losing fat. A recent meta-analysis found that it's possible to lose fat and gain muscle simultaneously as long as 3 conditions are met: sufficient protein intake, regular strength training, and a moderate caloric deficit. The more aggressive your caloric deficit, the harder it will be to build or maintain muscle. That's why I generally don't recommend a deficit of more than 500 calories per day. While exercise is important, the calories you burn outside of your workouts play a significant role in fat loss. This is known as Non-Exercise Activity Thermogenesis, NEA, which includes all the physical activity you do throughout the day that isn't formal exercise. Things like walking, fidgeting, and even standing can contribute to your daily calorie burn. For most people, NEA accounts for a larger portion of daily calorie expenditure than exercise. For example, you might burn 500 to 600 calories in a workout, but you could burn significantly more through daily movement. Aim to walk at least 8,000 to 10,000 steps per day to boost your NEAT and make fat loss easier. Sleep is often overlooked, but it's crucial for fat loss. Studies have shown that people who sleep 7 to 8 hours per night lose more fat than those who sleep less. Lack of sleep can disrupt your hormones, increase hunger, and make it harder to stick to your diet. If you're not getting enough sleep, your fat loss results will suffer. That said, life happens. If you have young children or are going through a stressful time, don't beat yourself up. Your body can tolerate short-term sleep deprivation, and regular exercise can help mitigate some of the negative effects. Finally, it's important to be flexible and think long-term. You don't have to be perfect every day to lose fat. Some days you'll eat more than planned, and other days you might skip a workout. That's normal. The key is to stay consistent over time. People who try to be perfect often burn out quickly. On the other hand, those who focus on making small, sustainable changes tend to achieve better long-term results. Remember, fat loss is a marathon, not a sprint. Think about the progress you can make in a year, not just a month. Your environment plays a big role in your success. Surround yourself with people who have the habits you want to develop. If your friends have unhealthy habits, you're more likely to adopt them too. Join a community or group that supports your goals, whether it's an online fitness challenge or a local workout group. If you're looking for a structured program to help you achieve your fat loss goals, check out our Meal Planner app for iOS and Android. Remember, every small step you take adds up over time. Stay consistent, be patient, and you'll see the results you're looking for.